Hello, humans, potatoes, spuds, and everything else that exists in this realm. My name is Milo, and welcome back to my channel. So, as we all know, guys, we are currently living under a very risky pandemic. I think now it's become like obligatory to wear a face mask, so that's a bit... I don't really like face masks, but hey ho. And let me just tell you guys, I'm gonna go shopping with this warrior. I do not believe... If you don't have one of these in your house to go shopping, you have not lived a struggle. Especially for like the people like me, I don't like carrying bags around, so having a trolley is so much easier. You just pop the stuff inside and you take it home with you, which makes your life 100 times easier. I've got my mask here, ready to go. I need to check the bus time. So guys, I'm ready for me to go. I'm about to go get the bus, so come with me. These masks are hella uncomfortable, but hey ho, you got to do what you got to do. So usually my first step when arriving here is to find a trolley. I'm not going to do that much shopping, but the thing is, it's just really convenient to walk around with one rather than carrying this around. I just got back home from Lidl. As you guys can see, here's all the shebang. I'm just gonna unpack everything and I'm gonna show you guys some of the shopping and kind of speak about how like shopping is right now in the UK after the quarantine situation. So let's get with it. Oh, you know, I'm sweating. The weather, before I continue, the weather is absolute, like, it's rubbish. The weather is absolutely rubbish. Since we're currently in the garden, let me show you guys my petunia tomato plant. As you guys can see, it's finally starting to, let me just show you guys properly. It's finally starting to release tomatoes. It's got two big ones. This is the other one, and there's other ones, as you guys can see over here, that are starting to develop. And I've got like a bunch of other herbs here. I've got basil, I've got coriander, I've got quite a few things in it. I am most likely going to get changed out of this because it's kind of hot. I'm not going to lie to you. And after that, I'm gonna unpack. And guys, don't forget to wash your hands. That's like the first thing you need to do. For some of those people who only discovered washing your hands now, keep doing so, because I guess some of you guys only realize the importance of washing your hands now that there's correct, you know, I ain't gonna say the sister's full name. So before I get into talking about my shopping and what I bought, it was the total of about 72 quid altogether, roughly. I will say though that the prices of food items have gone up since the pandemic because of, well, I don't know, you guys remember this weird time when people were buying like crazy, and I think that's probably the reason why. But other than that, Lidl is still very affordable and you can get everything that you need during the week or 2 weeks. So guys, I'm about to try out the pastel di nata that I bought from Lidl. I'm about to give them a try before I tell you guys about the pricing of the rest of the shopping, just because I'm really curious to find out the flavor of these, as I've never had them before. I grabbed the prettiest looking one, which is this one. Let me try and get you guys to see. It's got the, well, it looks similar to the ones I've had in Lisbon. It is the moment of truth. Let's taste this pastel di nata. Usually, I mean, the dough feels it looks flaky, which is what it's supposed to be, because the pastel de nata usually has the outside that is like meal foliage, and meal foliage is usually like it's like a, well, it's like a really, I don't really know how to describe it in English, but it's a really like crunchy and flaky pastry. Let's give it a go.
Hello darkness, my old friend, I've come to talk with you again.
I didn't have very high expectations for this one. It's okay. I'd say out of 10, I'd probably rate this pastel de nata a 5. The flavour is kind of there, but the thing is, I don't know if you guys can notice, for those people who have eaten pastel de nata, usually the dough is a little bit more yellow than this, and it's usually served warm, and a lot of people, especially in Portugal, they consume it with a nice and strong espresso, because it is quite a sweet pastry. Some people actually like to eat it with cinnamon and sugar. It's entirely up to you. Like, I don't really eat sweet things like that, and right now, as you guys know, I'm dieting, but that's besides the point. It's okay. Like, it's not bad, but it's not amazing in terms of flavour. It's a little bit, like, it's okay. Would I buy it again? No, I wouldn't necessarily buy it again. It tastes really eggy, and I just wished it was hot. But obviously, I didn't expect much, bearing in mind I bought it in Lidl and they cost about 49p. But I don't think the price is necessarily a thing, because you can go to many tascos in Portugal and you will find pastel de natas that are a little bit cheaper, and you'll usually even get it with a coffee for like £1 something, and it's actually 10 times better than this one. But definitely kudos to Lidl for trying to give Portuguese food a little bit of a, what is this on my foot? Oh, it's a spot. Trying to give Portuguese food a little bit of recognition. It's alright. I didn't really expect to find this in Lidl, but I guess they make it in Lidl now. Okay, now on to the shopping. The shopping cost about 70 quid. And I mean, for Lidl, stuff is pretty cheap, you know. Like, this is the kind of shopping I do for like about 2 to 3 weeks. Like, it will last me quite a while. Let me just go through a few things that I bought. This is a cute little, this is something that I've been consuming a lot recently, which is quinoa, which is a great replacement for rice. Especially on days when I just want to eat something that's a little bit grainy, or well, something that has, well, on days when I want to eat rice, I make this. It is gluten-free, but it is definitely not 100% keto friendly, but it is a healthy replacement for those people who are trying to swap out rice. There's something that I bought from Lidl, which I've never seen before, and you know, as most of you guys know, and like I mentioned earlier, I am doing a keto diet, and I found this thing called coconut flour, and apparently I can make cake with this just like normal flour. So I'll definitely be doing a video to tell you guys how it went to make cake out of this. I've never used coconut flour before, or almond flour, which is another replacement for normal flour, because it has gluten. So we'll see about that. Well, thank you for coming to my video, guys. Please make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. It costs £0.0. Yes, it's free. So, you know, show your sister some love, and I'll see you guys next time.